Hello, tech enthusiasts! If you're preparing for a senior or advanced Scrum Master interview, this video is for you. These are real, scenario-based questions interviewers ask to test your experience, mindset, and leadership, not just Scrum theory. Let's dive into the next top 10 advanced Scrum Master interview questions with clear answers and explanations. Welcome to Skills on Cloud. This channel is all about IT certification prep, interview preparation, and practical IT skills training. Let's get started. If this content helps you, don't forget to subscribe. In this session, we will walk through second part of Scrum Master interview questions. If you are looking for all the parts of Scrum Master interview preparation or further guidance, please check the description or comments. 1. How do you handle a product owner who frequently changes priorities during a sprint? Answer. As a Scrum Master, I first remind everyone that once a sprint starts, the sprint goal should remain stable. I facilitate a conversation with the product owner to understand the urgency behind the changes. If it's truly critical, I help the team renegotiate scope collaboratively. Otherwise, I coach the product owner to place new items into the product backlog for the next sprint. Explanation. This question tests whether you protect the team from disruption while still respecting business needs. Scrum Masters don't block change, they manage it responsibly. 2. What would you do if a Scrum team consistently fails to meet sprint commitments? Answer. I don't treat this as a failure. I treat it as data. I analyze patterns such as overcommitment, unclear user stories, external dependencies, or technical debt. During retrospectives, I help the team identify root causes and experiment with improvements like better estimation, smaller stories, or capacity planning. Explanation. Interviewers want to see that you focus on continuous improvement, not blame or pressure. 3. How do you scale Scrum when multiple teams work on the same product? Answer. I promote alignment through shared sprint goals, synchronized sprint cadences, and cross-team coordination events like Scrum of Scrums. I also help teams adopt scaling frameworks such as SAFe, Scrum, at scale, or less when appropriate, while keeping Agile values intact. Explanation. This checks your real-world experience with scaling Agile, not just single-team Scrum. 4. How do you deal with stakeholders who try to bypass the product owner? Answer. I respectfully redirect stakeholders to the product owner and explain the importance of a single voice for prioritization. I also coach the product owner on stakeholder management and help create transparency through sprint reviews and product backlog refinement. Explanation. This shows your ability to protect Scrum roles and prevent chaos without damaging relationships. 5. What metrics do you track as a Scrum Master and why? Answer. I focus on metrics that encourage improvement, not control. These include sprint predictability, cycle time, lead time, defect trends, and team happiness. I avoid using velocity as a performance metric and instead use it for planning purposes only. Explanation. This demonstrates Agile maturity and understanding of healthy metrics. 6. How do you coach a team that says, "We are Agile, but Scrum doesn't work for us"? Answer. I explore what's not working by listening first. Often the issue isn't Scrum, it's how Scrum is implemented. I help the team experiment with improvements while staying aligned with Agile principles, and I remind them that frameworks should serve teams, not restrict them. Explanation. This question tests your coaching mindset and adaptability. 7. How do you handle technical debt in Scrum? Answer. I encourage the team to make technical debt visible in the backlog and work with the product owner to prioritize it alongside features. I also help the team define a strong definition of done that includes quality and maintainability. Explanation. Interviewers want to know if you can balance speed and sustainability. 8. What would you do if a manager tries to turn daily stand-ups into status meetings? Answer. I educate the manager on the purpose of the daily stand-up as a planning event for the team, not a reporting meeting. If needed, I suggest alternative forums for status updates while preserving the stand-up as a safe space for collaboration. Explanation. This tests your ability to protect Scrum events and team autonomy. 9. How do you support a team transitioning from Waterfall to Scrum? Answer. I focus on mindset over mechanics. I help the team understand incremental delivery, embrace feedback, and become comfortable with uncertainty. I also set realistic expectations with leadership that Agile transformation is a journey, not a quick switch. Explanation. This shows change management and leadership skills, not just process knowledge. 10. What makes a Scrum Master truly successful? Answer. A successful Scrum Master makes themselves less needed over time. The team becomes self-managing, continuously improving, and confident in Agile practices. My success is measured by the team's growth, not my visibility. Explanation. This is a classic senior-level question that reveals your servant leadership mindset. These were advanced Scrum Master interview questions that can set you apart in senior Agile roles. If this helped you, like the video, subscribe to Skills on Cloud, and share it with someone preparing for Scrum or Agile interviews.